Saigon is on lockdown. Got a little bit of an update on how to prevent. So it's kind of a good mix of East and West. Some of these flyers missing with a reward. Yo, what's up guys? It's the Macho Man Randy Savage of travel blogging.
Macho madness, yeah. Growing, and more seductive than sex.
We're gonna go take a stroll today around District 2. Saigon is on lockdown. So we're gonna go take a look around, show you what the streets look like. There's a lot of stuff that's closed. Most restaurants are available for like takeout and delivery. You can't sit down in any restaurants, cafes, gyms are closed. There is a confirmed case in Thao Dien, a Thai restaurant. There's also a couple F1s over by Tropic Gardens. So we're gonna take a walk around and we're gonna see what it looks like over there. Let you guys have a look and we'll see what we find today. Alright guys, so we are walking along Hanoi Highway, kind of on the service road. We're gonna go head over into the main part of Thao Dien and take a look, see what everything looks like. Obviously keep a safe distance, but give you guys an idea what lockdown in Saigon looks like. Yep, let's go see what we find. So we're over here on Suan Toi, guys. Grocery stores are open, retail's open, cafes, restaurants. It's kind of a mixed bag between closed or open for takeaway only. This is a pretty good little yogurt spot. They're a chain here in Saigon. Frozen yogurt, they're open, but for takeaway, I'm guessing. We're gonna go take a look around and see what Thao Dien looks like. Looks like Kong Coffee over here. They appear to be open for takeaway. Yep, takeaway, Mang Day. This over here, little Vietnamese restaurant. I think this is the Blue Spot. Yes, it is. This is the Blue Spot. So you can get your fertilized duck eggs to go. Suan Toi is like a ghost town, guys. Look at this. There is nobody here. The restaurants do appear to be open. Seems like a lot of them are staying open for takeaway, but there are quite a few that are closed. We've been super busy. We're trying to get some stuff organized. We're actually thinking about getting out of Vietnam. Our visas are in good standing. We actually could stay easily. We could probably stay even longer and continuously renew our TRC with our company, but there just seems to be some vibes going on these days. I'm not going to go into it too much. I'll just say I think it might be time to go check out some greener pastures. Plus, I've been wanting to expand anyway. My intentions were to kind of wait out the pandemic and then go get some work done around Southeast Asia. Look, here we go. Got a little bit of an update on how to prevent COVID. And as you see, a lot of shops are closed. So yeah, we've been kind of considering traveling on, but with the recent events that like I said, I'm not going to talk too deeply on at this point. you know, I think we're gonna go and we're gonna go look for a change. We've done pretty well this year, so you know, we're pretty financially set to do something different. I'm not going to ruin the surprise yet and tell you where we're thinking about going, but we're looking at a change. I have no regrets. I'm very happy I've lived in Vietnam. The past 4 or so years have been really good for us. I've learned a lot. I've started a business, but it's definitely time to expand and to start offering other markets and other services in different countries. Another restaurant open for takeaway. So we're gonna go see what the world has in store for us. And just so you guys know, for those of you who are thinking about coming out to Vietnam or working with us, we're gonna be offering a Cambodia service and a China service where we'll help you find jobs and navigate the systems in Cambodia, Vietnam, and China. We're partnering with some of our friends that have been based there for a really long time, so you guys look for that. It should be really interesting. We have a new Muay Thai gym over here. That's pretty cool. Let me check this out. Muay Thai is what originally brought me to Asia, so very curious about that. All right, it's called Dragon Fitness. This is new. I need a pair of gloves, so maybe this will be good. Huh, pretty cool. Muay Thai. Let's see what they got. See if you guys can see inside. Yeah, it looks like they're selling gloves and stuff. I don't know if you guys can really tell too well. It's probably a little bit too much of a glare, but it's pretty cool that they have a new Muay Thai club. That's always a cool thing. Yeah, Thao Dien's an interesting area, guys. You got all kinds of shit over here. You just never know what you're gonna find. Some people give it a lot of shit because they think it's just all foreigners, but that's not really true. I mean, you have a lot of places like local Vietnamese people like to chill also, and there's a lot of really decent restaurants and decent food, and there is definitely some Vietnamese side to this area. So I think we'll go cut down some alleys and let's go see what everything looks like in Thao Dien during this lockdown. Get a vibe for what's going on, because I haven't been out much either, so we'll go take a look and see what we see. All right, guys, so we're in one of the little back alleys here. We're gonna walk over to Quoc Hong Street, get a look, see what's going on over there, and then I think I'm gonna walk over towards the apartment complex called Tropic Garden. They have a couple F1s over there, so part of it is roped off, and we'll go see what that looks like. Most of the towers, I believe, are open, but the tower that has the cases, I believe, is sealed. So I think they're allowed like grocery delivery and that type of thing, but I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure the building can't go outside, so we'll go see what that looks like. But as you can see, a lot of the restaurants and stuff are closed. Yeah, here we go. This is like a designer cupcake place. Looks like they may be open for takeaway. Let's see. This street is generally quiet anyway, but even over here, quite a lot is closed. Let's go see what Quoc Hong looks like. All right, guys, here we are on Quoc Hong Street. So I guess the first thing that strikes you is that there's just no people. Like, traffic through here is normally a little bit busy, but there is just nobody out today. This is one of the busier and more hectic roads in Thao Dien, and as you can see, there's just not a whole lot going on, really. A lot of shops seem to be closed. And like I said, there's just not a ton of people. But one of the things that's really good, guys, about Saigon is that generally when there's a lockdown in Saigon, it's not as crazy as there is in other places. So for example, Da Nang will have a much more serious lockdown than we'll have down here in Saigon. But this one's pretty serious because even though you do have people outside and you do see clearly, look, you have shops, you have commerce, there's a lot of stuff that's closed, man. And this feels like a Sunday, and I'm recording this on around 4:30, 5 o'clock in the middle of the week. So it is absolutely unusual. The Bat Chin lady is still doing her stuff. That's cool. Some Bap Zao. These restaurants are all closed. This retail spaces over here seem to all be open, which is, I believe, is allowed. Groceries and stuff. It looks like the photocopy, passport photo places are open. The flower shop is open. This is one of the more important roads that go through Thao Dien, guys. So let's see what it all looks like. This place is called Body Shape Gym. This is one of my favorite gyms in Thao Dien. I used to teach Muay Thai over here. The lady who owns it, she's great. She sells some really good home gym equipment. I got a competition kettlebell from her. I get my yoga mats from her. Really nice place, Body Shape Gym. I really hope they can survive the pandemic. They're fantastic people. Fong is a wonderful lady, and her husband's very nice also, Polish fella. Vegetarian restaurant. Looks like they're open for takeaway. Cafe Meng Di. You can take away coffee. Obviously, banh mi still going. Looks like Toko Toko. This is a milk tea place. This appears to still be open for takeaway. So it's hardly a police state, guys. Like, you can still go out and have a stroll. It's just a lot's closed and the vibe is very relaxed. But so far, I don't know. I don't feel too much negative energy. It's still pretty chill. A little bit tense, I guess, because of everything that's happening with all the visas and stuff. So I'm sure a lot of people are very stressed out right now in the expat community. I'm a little stressed out, to be honest. Even though my visas are in good standing and me and Misha are in good shape, we don't have anything to worry about. We still kind of wonder, like, if it's kind of an indication of a change in attitude. We're gonna go a little deeper into Thao Dien and see what we find. Let's see. I'm gonna kind of go as close as I can. I might try to make it over to Tropic Garden so I can show you guys. But as you can see, it's hardly a ghost town. You know, for me, guys, it's just been 4 years. Well, actually more than 4 years. We've done a lot here. We've got strong relationships. We've put together the infrastructure. We've been able to help a lot of people find jobs and get on their feet. I definitely have learned a lot from Vietnam, and I will always love this country. But I do think it's time for a change. And it seems like the writing's on the wall. You know, I don't really want to be in a spot where I feel like they don't want me here. And like I said, even though our visas are in good shape, and actually mine's not, my TRC doesn't even expire until the end of January, I think we may be moving on. There's a couple exciting places that I'd really like to get to, and guys, I'm starting to think this pandemic thing is never going to end. So if that is the case, then I need to start getting around and seeing some places before I'm too old to do it. So the next 10 years or so, I'm going to try to expand the service into other markets, other locations, offer relocation services at different places around the world. And no better time than the present to start doing that. So as you can see, guys, this is one of the most important places in Thao Dien. It's one of the main roads. Lots of commerce, shopping, and it's still pretty lively, but it definitely feels more like a Sunday than a weekday, that's for sure. It's about 5 o'clock. So there should be a lot of fucking people out, and there's not. Normally traffic is like at least 2 or 3 times more busy than this. So I guess clearly something's up, but again, it's Thao Dien, so you know, they're not going to be too intense because there's a lot of foreigners around. I know that it's more intense in the north. I know the lockdowns in Da Nang and in Hanoi tend to be a lot more intense. If you're going to be stuck in Vietnam during any kind of a lockdown, I definitely think Saigon is probably the best place for it, just because generally they are more relaxed. And I guess that's a good thing, you know. I mean, listen, they enforce the rules. They keep people as apart as they can, you know, but they're also not really too crazy about it down here, so that's nice. Somebody had some durian. So let's go see what we see up on Quoc Hong Street. Hey, xin chào anh. Xin chào, nap time. Xin chào. So yeah, let's go see. Hey. Oh, some đau hũ. Xin chào chị. Bit of a strange day. Like I said, I feel like I'm walking on a weekend, not on the middle of the week during rush hour. But like always, Saigon is a bit hectic. So as you can see, retail's open. People are out and about. Pharmacies are open. Alright guys, so we are going to head over to Street 47, and then we're going to cut over and see what it looks like over by Tropic Garden. This is the end of Quoc Hong, where it starts to become a bit more residential. There is people out and there is stuff open, but it's definitely got a bit of a weird vibe. Lots of people wearing those big visors that protect any kind of splatter. Not really any dirty looks. People have been mostly friendly. I would say by and large, you know, Thao Dien is pretty used to foreigners, which could be a good and bad thing. It's maybe not as much of a cultural experience as you would have in other parts of the city like Phu Nhang or District 3 or Tan Binh or other areas, but there's a lot of good services and lots of restaurants and really good cafes. And because the Vietnamese are used to foreigners, there is a little bit less xenophobia over here, which is a good thing. You don't get as many dirty looks, and I think that's a positive. Also, a lot of the Vietnamese that live in Thao Dien are pet owners and animal lovers, which is a bit of a new concept in Vietnam, but I'm really happy to see that it's changing and that the attitude towards pets, you know, is really getting a lot better here. And Thao Dien is one of those places where everybody has dogs, everybody has cats. So it's kind of a good mix of East and West, and you know, I can understand absolutely why people like it here. For us, it was more, we just wanted to live somewhere where there was better air quality and less traffic, because I was recovering from being really sick. So we picked Thao Dien because it was pretty close to our jiu-jitsu club, but it was still very quiet and low-key while I was recovering. So that was really important for us. I don't really hang out in bars because I don't really drink, so for me it wasn't such a big deal to be in an expat area. Hey CJ, this is the great cat rescuer CJ. Okay, so that lady we just saw, her name's CJ. She runs the cat rescue that we advertise. The cat we were fostering for her, we gave back to her agency, and she gave it to another fella who unfortunately let the cat get out. And now she's looking around to try to find the cat. And she handed me some of these flyers, missing with a reward. We're hoping she's okay, but it's good because, like I had said earlier, this neighborhood is very much into pets, even the Vietnamese and the expats. It's a pretty good community for that type of thing. They don't really eat them on this side of the highway, which is a good thing. There's no cat market over here, so I'm gonna start handing out some of these to some of the shop owners because, you know, we got quite attached to the little gal, and I'm pretty sad that within 2 days of giving it to the guy, it's already gotten out and missing. So that's pretty unfortunate. But I'm hoping we'll find it. She seems to be pretty positive that we're gonna find her. So I'm gonna try my best to help with that as well. And I'm gonna head over to Tropic Garden to show you guys what's going on over there, but I'm also gonna go and look for the cat a bit as well. So gives me an excuse to kind of show you some footage during the lockdown, and you guys can get a feel for what's going on over here. All right, guys, so we are at the end of Street 47. We're gonna head over towards Tropic Garden now. And as I pass shops, I'm gonna give them some of those flyers. Yeah, we fostered the little critter for 6 months. We gave her back to the agency. She gave him to that guy, and then he had like a backyard, and he didn't think that she was gonna be able to get out, but apparently she could. So we're hoping that we can find her. I'm pretty sad. Mish is pretty heartbroken. Not exactly the news we were looking forward to. We're gonna go see what we can find down here, guys. We're getting a little closer to the Tropic Garden. That's these towers over here. This whole complex there is Tropic Garden. So I'm gonna have a stroll around, see what that looks like, and I'll probably hand out some of these flyers. There we are, guys. Alright guys, so we are at the Novaland Tropic Garden now. That's this complex. We're gonna go have a look around. We're gonna see if we can see the cat, and I'm gonna give some of the security guys some flyers. Hopefully they'll help us find the cat. And I'll go see if I can do a little filming walking around. Alright, we're inside the complex. I got a quick little temperature check and all was good. I'm going to explore around. We're gonna see if we can find the kitty because the guy who was fostering her, he lives just behind this building. So there's a good chance that if she got out, she would have got out into this parking garage area. So I'm gonna have a stroll around, and I'm gonna see if I can get a little bit close to where the outbreak itself is. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't say outbreak, the F1s. There's some F1s in here. I don't really know if it's an outbreak. I don't know if they've confirmed that anybody has it or if they were just direct exposures. I think they were just direct exposures, guys. So forgive me if I've been saying outbreak. Yeah, here we are. This is where it is. I don't know how close they're gonna let me get, but I'll see if I can film a little. We'll see. I'll see if I can give the guys some stuff. But yeah, this is where it is at the moment. So this building is a no-go zone in Tropic Garden. See, they have it all roped off and closed. Xin chào anh. So he said no filming, but as you see, I was able to get some. He took a flyer and he was willing to help with the cat, which is a good thing, I guess. I'm gonna go take a look over around the back, see if she's here. I was here last night looking around. Hopefully somebody finds her. You know, it's not my pet. We were just watching her for the agency. It's a really wonderful charity that woman CJ runs, but you know, it's a real bummer. Can't believe that within a day or two of the guy having her and already she's lost. So look, they have the whole area back here closed off. And I'm gonna go see if I can see her. Looks like this whole building is the one that is F1. So I'm pretty sure it's not an outbreak. I think it's just an F1. Tropic Garden's a nice complex. I actually used to live in those buildings back there. We used to live kind of at the bottom, not those tall ones, but you can't really see it too well. But there's a building over there that we used to stay in, kind of at the bottom of those tall ones. I'm having a stroll around, seeing what I can see. Pretty sad though. I was hoping we would find the kitty, but last night we were looking and we haven't yet. So I'm gonna go look around a bit myself while I'm here filming for you guys. See if we can find her. I'm gonna try to hand out some of those flyers as well. But yeah, so far guys, this is what it looks like during the outbreak in Saigon. And this is the building with the F1s in it. So this is a no-go. So that was Tropic Garden. I gave out a couple flyers to a couple of the expats standing around and to the ladies at the Vin Mart, so maybe they'll have some luck finding the cat. I think I'm gonna go stroll down to Wing Van Home, which is the next main road along the Saigon River. We'll get a look and see what it looks like over there. Try to get you guys a feel. Some of these cafes almost look like they're open. It's crazy. I'm pretty sure it's just takeaway, but still guys, not so intense. It's still pretty reasonable here. Probably the craziest thing going on now is all the stuff with all the visas and people not having their visas renewed. I got to be really thankful that I have the right connections to where that was not a big problem for us. You know, we've been recruiting for a company for quite a while, so they keep us on the books, and I'm really grateful that we took care of that. I tell you, man, it's who you know, not what you know. And when these kind of situations come up, it's why it's always good to have everything in order, you know? I think a lot of people have looked at Vietnam as a place to hang out and just not really do much, you know? Just like drink, smoke weed, lay around, you know, fuck with the girls. You know, I kind of always knew that nothing lasts forever, so I tried to focus on using my time here productively, and it's really worked out. Like, not only are we not being really affected by all the problems that are happening, but we're leaving in quite a good position. Alright guys, this is Wing Van Home, one of the more important little thoroughfares going through Thao Dien. We're gonna go take a stroll down towards the Saigon River. I did a little walk around, no luck seeing the cat, handed out some flyers. The lady CJ who runs the animal rescue, she's gonna be out looking, handing out flyers. As you guys can see, if you've never seen Thao Dien, it's a nice residential area. I mean, you could easily see why it's popular with expats and with Vietnamese that have quite a bit of money, because it's a much nicer place to have a family comparative to more of the inner city areas. I mean, it has its busy roads. As you've seen, Quoc Hong can be quite busy, and Nguyen Van Hong, which is the road we're on now, can also be pretty busy around 5 o'clock, but with the outbreak, it's pretty sleepy. So officially there is a case at a Thai restaurant over here. Don't remember the name of it, but there is an official COVID case now. And the Chapit Garden, as far as I know, those are just F1s. I don't think there's any cases there officially, but as you can see, they closed it off. People are still out walking, exercising. Looks like construction is still happening. So the city is definitely not asleep. I've been kind of locking myself in the house because there's a few F1s around Thao Dien, but I wanted to get out. I'm going a little bit nuts, and I wanted to do some filming so I can show you guys what everything looks like right now. You can kind of get a feel for what the streets of Saigon are looking like in District 2, or rather Two Duck City now. I'm never going to get used to that. It's always going to be District 2 to me. Primarily, when the most of the time we lived here, guys, we lived in District 3, which is the center, but a more local side of the center. And it's been a bit weird to be over here in Thao Dien. We were pretty deep into the expat bubble when we first moved to Thao Dien. The flooding and the sewage backing up is just too much. It's crazy over there. But I did like it after being sick because it was peaceful, it was quiet. Now we're living up in a nicer complex, kind of on the edge of the expat area. It's more of like a Korean, Japanese expat area. Still very nice. Really no complaints, actually. It's kind of a mixed building, Vietnamese, expat. There's a couple F1s in my complex. There's none in my building, thankfully, but there's a couple in some of the other towers. So I've been kind of laying low and just staying inside. But I thought I should get out of the house today. And it gives me an excuse to give you guys some new content and to kind of let you know where my head is at. So yeah, we're looking at leaving Vietnam, but it's bittersweet because, to be honest, I'm kind of ready for a change, and I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. I've made a lot of money here. I learned a lot. I started my own business. Now that business will be expanding into Cambodia. We were doing China consultations before, but now we're going to really properly put it together, and it's going to be a more professional setup. We're going to have like a package and a plan, and it'll be real good for you guys. So the only thing is we're going to have to offer whatever is required depending on the place. So for example, if Vietnam brings in new rules officially and it becomes really difficult or really strict to be here, well, that's what we're going to work with. And it's the same with China. At the moment, it's very difficult to get into that country, so we're going to have a fairly expensive consulting fee, because if you do get in, the salaries are going to be very high, but you're going to have all your shit, man. There's no getting around it. As far as Cambodia goes, it's also really difficult to get in at the moment, but they tend to be a lot more relaxed on that kind of stuff. So when it does start to open up, you know, technically you don't even need a degree on paper in Cambodia. So, you know, we're putting together the infrastructure for that now. We're trying to get everything organized, from job placement to real estate to housing. Because we have our contacts there. We have some really good friends of ours that have been there for a long time, and they're helping us organize this. So yeah, it's exciting, and I'm not going to spoil the surprise as to where we're going to go, but we're looking at another market that we're going to primarily market towards digital nomads and retirees, because it's very cheap, it's very easy for long stay, it's very easy to get residency and stay forever, and it's not particularly great for working. So we're gonna market that more towards online workers, retirees, investors. Whereas, you know, Vietnam, China, we're probably gonna be marketing it more towards people who are looking to come and work and make some money. Yeah, so change is good, guys, and I'm actually really looking forward to it. I mean, I could pretty much stay indefinitely at this point because the company that we staff for, they're happy to continue renewing our TRCs. But I don't know, man, like, I just feel like I'm kind of like, I feel like I'm ready for something new. I'm ready for a new challenge. I'm really interested in expanding my relocation business. I want to offer other locations. I want to offer places that can allow you eventually to get residency or even get a passport. So we're gonna start trying to check out those locations. As far as the virus goes, the country we're gonna go to, again, no spoiler, not a huge population, so it shouldn't be a big problem, especially as long as you wear your masks in the city areas and use hand sanitizer. I'm not really overly concerned. I'm in good health. I exercise. My cardio is pretty good. Not too worried about it. I will completely miss Vietnam. This country has absolutely changed my life. But sometimes in life, change is good. You know, it's important to keep things, you know, keep things interesting and try to evolve and grow. And I feel like I've done a lot here. And I will be back in Southeast Asia. Once Cambodia opens up, we're gonna head over there because we're offering the service pretty soon. So at some point I'm gonna need to do more content on it just so I can sell it more effectively. But man, it's exciting. Cambodia, China, Vietnam, we're gonna be able to bring you contacts and advice for all these places. And this all started out with me just shooting like stupid YouTube videos, you know, on my phone and talking shit. And now I've got a proper relocation business. And I owe it all to Vietnam. I'll never forget what this country did for me. Things are a little hectic right now. I'm not really feeling the buzz, so I think it's time for us to move on. Like I said, no spoiler. We'll surprise you when we do ultimately make the jump. But we'll probably be here for at least another month or so. It's a lot of loose ends that we need to wrap up. And again, I can't thank you guys enough for supporting us. For those of you who have been watching us for a long time, and for those of you who are just starting to get into our stuff, I'm endlessly grateful for your trust and your support. And I'm gonna keep trying to, you know, unlock travel and unlock living overseas and try to make it more accessible to the regular person. You know, you don't have to be super rich. You know, if you're ambitious and you have an open mind, man, the world is full of awesome places. And you know what your potential is really, it's exponential. I mean, you can really do almost anything. And you know, you just have to have an open mind, and you can't listen to stupid, ignorant people. And you know, don't let people tell you can't do something or that a place is dangerous, because most of the time these idiots don't know shit. You know, these countries that you hear about, Cambodia, Vietnam, these places in Southeast Asia, you know, these places are incredible. They have sophisticated ancient cultures. You know, they're very modern and cosmopolitan in some respects. You know, and I think most people who have never left their home country just have no idea. So don't let somebody else's ignorance stop you. If I didn't come to Vietnam, I wouldn't be where I am today. And I owe everything to taking that chance. If I didn't go to Thailand, I would have never met my wife. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. All starts with just taking a chance, guys, diving in. So I hope that when you guys are ready to take your chance, you don't let anybody stop you. So we'll keep you in the loop wherever we end up, you know that. And if you're thinking about coming to Vietnam, hit us up. The China stuff, we can help you, but you're gonna have to have everything. You're gonna have to have all your documents. There is no getting around it. Everything you hear online, you're gonna need it. Cambodia, we're still working on it. but probably within the next month or so, we should have some sort of infrastructure in place. And I'll release a proper video so you guys can know that it's official. But we're almost at the Saigon River. I'll probably cut the video over there. Anyway, guys, this was a walk around Thao Dien, District 2, or Two Duck City now, during the outbreak. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And subscribe, share. Please share the videos. The YouTube algorithm hates us. So sharing, liking, ringing the bell, this stuff helps a lot. We appreciate and love you guys. Thanks. Here we are, guys. Saigon River. All right, guys, thanks for walking. That was a walk through District 2 during the lockdown. Hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe and share.
Brush your face and wash your teeth, son.
Hey, what's up? I'm D from Canada. Hook up with the New York Nomad if you want a smooth ride into Vietnam or any Southeast Asian countries.
Hey, my name is Aaron. Get in contact with the New York Nomads. If you want to get into Vietnam, hit them up. They'll get you in securely and professionally.
Yo, this is Uncle Hollywood. I'm telling you right now, the New York Nomad got me a job. He's legit. Hit him up. Check him out.
New York Nomad set me up in Vietnam.
Yo, my man got me a job. Come to Vietnam.
Hey, what's up, guys? You thinking about coming to Vietnam? You're not sure where to start. You've heard a lot of things online. You don't know what's true. You don't know what's not. We offer a consulting service where we help you get on your feet in Vietnam. We give you advice on negotiating contracts with employers. We help you with real estate agents, visa agents that are reliable and that you can trust. We help you get started in this amazing country and get on your feet. We help you get into different opportunities that might be more difficult for you if you were just landing in the country on your own. And we help you avoid a lot of the pitfalls and problems that you could have as a newcomer here. We provide you with reliable job recruiters, visa agents, real estate agents, and advice. If you guys are thinking about coming to Vietnam, hit us up for a consultation. We'll help you get started, help you get on your feet, and hopefully you'll love Vietnam as much as we do. Are you thinking of living, working, or investing in Thailand? Thailand is an amazing country that's more open than it has ever been before. They're a country that's looking into the future and doing some really radical things. It's an amazing time to be in Thailand, and there is a tremendous amount of opportunities for somebody who has an open mind. Who you deal with in Thailand will determine your experience to a great extent. If you do business with the wrong people, you can end up losing money and even in legal trouble. We have the contacts that you need to help you get on your feet in this amazing country and avoid all kinds of drama and problems that could come about by doing business with the wrong people. If you're interested in investing, working, employment, contacts for visas, contacts for housing, contacts for real estate, we got you covered.